Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Last week we made this beautiful vest. You should have yours completed as large as you need for just the vest portion. Today I'm going to show you how to put a duster on it, essentially elongating your vest so that it's going to go closer to your feet as opposed to remaining short. Now what you're going to want to do is get the vest that you made, and if you followed the directions I gave, you should have a top and a bottom. If you did not and you put your sleeves in the center, figure out what side you want your bottom to be and start from there. Alright, I have got the corner. My work is facing me, like the right side is facing me, and I am in the lower right hand corner. That is essentially what this is. Alright, so now since we're just adding a duster and a border this week, go ahead and just straight up attach your yarn to this corner. As soon as I find the end of my yarn, here we go. Come on, boo-boos. There we go. Alright. So, right in there. Go ahead and chain up 3. Now, for doing the duster portion, we're only working on one side, and that's going to be the bottom side. We're going to go back and forth in rows instead of in rounds this time, okay? So, go ahead and put 2 more double crochet right in here. Alright. Now, we are going to be repeating the pattern, and the only thing you're going to do for this row is go all the way to the next corner by chaining 1 and putting 3 double crochet into the chain 3 space, the same way we've made our vest this entire time. Chain 1, 3 more double crochet. Alright, now you are going to work this from this side all the way over to the other corner. And then you're going to stop when you reach this corner, okay? Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to work across. Remember, this is the same pattern that we've been doing this entire time. So it's a chain up of 1, and then 3 double crochet into the chain 3 from the previous row. Alright. Go ahead and do this all the way across, and I'll meet you back at the other corner and show you how to start the next repeat row. Alright, we have made it to the other side of our work. As you can see, this is my corner. So I've already chained 1. Go ahead and put 3 double crochet into that corner. That's going to be your last 3 for this row. Alright. Now, for our next row, it is a chain row. So what we're going to do is chain up 6. The reason we're doing that is because we need our original chain 3, but then we also need the chain 3 that would carry us over to our next space, aka 6 chains total to start your chain row. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Chain 6 and turn your work, because we are going to go back across the same row we just did. So yarn over, insert your hook, and put a double crochet right into the next chain 1 space. So now you've got something that looks like this. And now when we come back across, we have a chain 3 space to work into. All right, so chain 3. At this point, we're just repeating the pattern again. Double crochet into the next single crochet. Chain 3. Double crochet into the next single crochet. All right. Now your work going back across is going to look a little something like that. And don't worry, when we put the border on, it's going to help even out that little indent we have. Of course, if you want to block it, that would help too. But yeah, go back across, repeating the pattern. And I will get to the end and show you what to do to restart this row. And then from there, it's just a matter of repeating one row after the other until you get to the length that you want. I'm going to go ahead and work through the rest of my pattern, and then I'm going to come back and show you guys how to do a border. This does not have to be the border that you choose, it's just the border that I chose and one that I think looks really good. Of course, if that border is not your cup of tea, don't worry about it, babes. Put a border on that you like. Alright, so we have made it back to this opposing corner. I have chained 3. I put my double crochet right here in this last chain 1 space. We have a chain of 3 right here. So now we're going to yarn over and find the chain 3 from the row below and go into that top chain with our last double crochet for this row. Then we're going to chain up of 3 and turn our work. And now for the purpose of the rest of the tail to this, you know what, that's what it's going to be, guys. It's officially a tail now. Just like that. 2 double crochet into that chain 3, chain 1, skip the next double crochet, and then crochet 3 double crochet into the next chain 3 space. Sorry, let me be specific here. Okay. All right. Sorry guys, I think my blood sugar is low. I need to go fix that. So in our first row, it's a chain up of 3 with 2 more double crochet into the chain 3 space from the previous row. Then for your second row, because again we are back on a 2-row repeat, it's a chain up of 6 and a double crochet into the next chain 1 space. Then chain 3, double crochet. Do that all the way across. Remember, when you get to the end of your chain row, you're going to work your last double crochet into the top of that very first chain 3. Then when you start your cluster row, you're going to chain up 3 and only put 2 in the first chain 3, all right, because this is going to count as 1. Now when you go back to the other side, let's get our other side out here. Okay, we're going to end up back over here. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to obviously have all of your clusters going into here. When you get back over here, you do that third cluster, that last one, straight chain 6 and keep going. That's it. Don't worry about going into, the top. Nope, just stick them right in that chain 3 space. Well, technically this is a chain 6, but stick them right in that space and keep going. All right, put your cluster in there, chain up 6, and then immediately start your next row. All right, so that is how the duster tail portion of this is going to work. So you're going to make this as long as you need. Depending on your height or whoever you're making it for's height is going to make a difference, whether you want it knee length or ankle length. Just keep going until you get the length that you want. And then if you're interested in a border, meet me back here and we will go over the border as well. All right, everyone, now that you have done the train, tail, duster portion, you'll see how much I have. Now that you've done all of that, let's see what kind of border we would like to put on this. I know what I am putting on mine. I am changing color, which means I am cutting that yarn. And I'm just going to fasten that off and attach my new yarn. Now I'm going with white for this. I mean, it's mostly pink and white anyway, so I think a white border is nice. Let's go ahead and add this. Now, for my borders, I actually like to round it out. Like on the corners and around the outside, because right now this is pretty much a straight line, and if you want that, I would say just do an easy single crochet border around or something similar. I like a little more texture. I like roundness, so my border is going to be a little different. It's going to be more clusters. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to skip this corner, and I'm going to go one up into this space right here. So I'm skipping this, and I'm actually going to start over here. Now what I want to do is chain 3. Then put 2 more double crochet, just like a normal granny square cluster. I really needed to use this white yarn, but I kind of can't stand it. It frays so easily. Alright, I've got a little cluster. Now 1 and 2, just like I would in a corner. Excuse me. And then I'm going to put 3 more double crochet back into that same space. So I essentially just made the corner that we've been doing for a while. And there we go. Alright, so you'll have a little something that looks like this as part of your border. Now I'm going to jump right over into this next chain space and put a single crochet. Like that. Then I'm going to yarn over, put 3, so look, I need to stop myself, y'all. So we're skipping these and working into these. Alright. So now we're going to do 3 more double crochet here. That's 1, that's number 2, this is number 3. I'm going to chain 2, and now I'm going to put 3 more. 1, 2, and 3. Alright. So I'm going to have like a rigid border. And I love the look that that gets. I don't know. I don't like straight lines and edges. That's just my preference. If you guys like them, definitely just do like a little single crochet border or something, because I still think that would look really cute. Alright, so repeat that same pattern. Skip this. Go into your chain space with a single crochet. Then skip this again and go into your next chain space, or yeah, that might be a double. Actually, that is a double. That is very much a double crochet. Put 3 more in there. Chain 2. put 3 more in there. 1, 2, and a 3. And then secure it down. So that's the border that we're going to have going all the way around. Now I am going to work my way back up to where the pattern shifts, because you guys are going to see where the pattern shifts. I'm going to explain it to you, and then I'm going to come back and show you. So we have our pattern shift right here, and I know this because here's my tail where I attached my yarn originally. All right. So you're just going to continue working your pattern. I have a single crochet here. I'm going to do a cluster, single, cluster, single, cluster. Here is where my pattern changes. Single, cluster. And then you've got your chain spaces up here. So you're going to have single, cluster, all the way up here too. You're just alternating every other one. All right, now I'm going to pause. I'm going to work my way up. I'm going to show you guys. And then once I show you that, we will pause again, work our way up to the corner, and I will show you guys a corner. All right, here we are where our pattern has changed, where we went from our regular working in the rounds to working in rows. I have worked my cluster here. I am going to put a single crochet right in here, yarn over, and go right into the space over here with 3 more double crochet. Oh, might help if I had enough yarn. All right, so 1, 2, 3, chain up of 2, and then 3 more in that same space. 1, 2, 3. And then just like we have done previously, skip over this right here and go right into the chain space. We are only working in chain spaces on the outside. All right, so we've done that. Put a single crochet. Now we're just going to continue our pattern. 3 double crochets. A little more yarn. All right, what's that? 2 and 3 and chain 2 and 3 more. Now we're going to work this all the way up to the corner. Oh my gosh. There we go. All right. Now we are going to work this all the way up to the corner. As you can see, it works out pretty good. Gives it a little bit of texture, a little bit of flair. All right, I'm going to pause again, work my way up to the corner, and then show you guys how I'm doing that. And after that, we are essentially done, and you have made yourself a gorgeous vest and or duster. That's it. I don't think that was hard. We stayed with a few basic stitches, had a good time. If you guys have any questions, of course, you're free to ask. But let me pause and work up to my corner, and I'll meet you guys back. All right, so I have made it to my corner. We're going to yarn over and go ahead and put 3 more double crochet in here. 1, 2, and 3. All right. Now chain up 3. And we're going to put, I think they're called picots. It's P-I-C-O-T. It's just a little point where you make it like, it's literally just a little point. Okay? So we've chained up 3. Now go back in. I like to go in the front loop and then one of the side loops on that last double crochet like that. I know that seems like such a weird way to do it, but I like to do it that way. And then slip stitch back through. Alright, through those two and through that. And y'all see how we've got like a little nub right there? Okay. So now put 3 more, excuse me, 3 more double crochet back into the same chain space, back into that same corner. Alright, and then working our way across, we need a single crochet in this stitch over here. So now looking at our corner, we've got a little picot, I'm calling it picot, a little nub right there, whereas the rest of it is kind of rounded out. And this will round out. I know some of them look like points, but they do round out very nicely after you block it, or even if you just wash it, these flatten out a little more. But yeah, that's essentially it. Congratulations, you made a vest or a duster. I will be posting final pics on Instagram. Obviously you could see it in the thumbnail, but I'm going to post more pics on Instagram. I will leave a link to that below. The link to the original video to start the vest is going to be below. And I think I'm going to go ahead and put in a link to my Blue Sky, Lemonade, and pretty much all of my socials. I'm going to go ahead and add in, because I do not post all of my videos here on YouTube. In fact, I am starting a Patreon where some are going to be put over there, some things that I just do not have the patience to teach on YouTube. However, I think you guys would really, really enjoy. So all that is upcoming for this year of 2025. I am also working on making my own yarn. I know that might sound a little crazy to some people, but I raise beautiful English Angora rabbits, and they have a lot of fur that is typically turned into yarn. And this year I am making an effort to try it on my own. So a few of those videos may come out on the channel as well. I'm not sure if I want them here or if I want them on my homesteading and sustainability channel. However, it will happen. One way or another. You guys can let me know in the comments if that's something you would want to see on here, like how to spin the wool and things like that. Just let me know in the comments. I would love to hear from you. But yeah, we did it, guys. Honestly, I'm so excited because I know I've just got like 3 more sides and then I'm done. Oh, this feels so good. This project feels so good for my little ADHD brain, and I hope you guys will do your makes and then tag me on your other socials as well so I can see what you've made, because I love to see it. It's honestly one of my favorite things. But until next time, love you guys. Hope you enjoyed.